it's the 24th of April today, and what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to pot up a load of my tomato seedlings. They're all doing very, very well. I've got loads more behind. Some are much bigger than others, but now that they're getting their first set of true leaves here, you can see that these first ones that they get are their baby leaves, and then the next set that they get and any after that we call the true leaves, because they're the ones that are a different shape and the shape that you recognise. So they're all about 1.5 inches tall now, so they're just about ready to start potting up into individual 3-inch pots. So let me show you how to do that. Right, now I've got loads to do, so this could take me a long time, so I'm just going to show you how to do one of them and just do the rest exactly the same. It doesn't matter what variety of tomatoes you're growing, this is the next step that you need to do for each of them. So you need to get yourself a 3-inch pot, and then you just fill it right to the top with some multi-purpose compost. Now this is quite dry, this compost, because it's been sitting in the greenhouse, which has been getting quite hot over the last few days, but it doesn't matter because we'll water it soon. So once you've filled it up to the top, then give it a good pat down, and then what you need to do is you need to make a hole right in the middle, as far down as you possibly can. Either use your finger or use a dibber. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to get the tomato seedlings out. Now the ones I've got here, these ones are the Golden Sunrise and these are the Caspian Pink. I'll just do these because they're closer to me, but all you need to do is take each one out individually. Now there are several ways of doing these. You can either use your finger to get them out, or you can use the label, or you could use a pencil to get in there. My favourite implement, I have to admit, is the pencil, because it's small and pointy. There's no lead down the bottom of here, so it's just like a pointed stick. So just put it in near the seedling and then gently push up so that you can ease it out. Now you'll see this is a nice strong one here. This one's quite small next to it, and there's even one behind it. Actually there's two there, and they're very tiny, so I won't bother with these three because they're just really small. You only want to pick the nice strong ones. So I'll gently ease that out. Take a little bit of soil with it as well. I'll just remove this one here because I don't want that one, and then make sure that you have a nice little bit of compost with it, and then all you need to do is to pop it down into the hole that you've made and try and push it down very gently as far as you can, because if you get them down nice and low, it means that you'll get a nice sturdy plant. If you plant it quite high up, you are likely to get a sort of a spindly plant growing, and it won't be as robust. So just bring the soil back over, cover up the hole, and if you need to add a little bit more round here, then do. And in these trays that I've got them in, I can fit 9 of them in nice and comfortably when I've got 9 in here, and then I will water them. So I'll carry on, and when I've got 9, then I'll show you the next stage. Okay, so there's the first tray done. There's 9 in a tray, which is great. They fit in just right. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to water them. Make sure you water them from the bottom, and then the compost can soak the water up, and that also helps the roots grow down as well. If you water from the top, first of all you'll dislodge some of the compost, and it won't encourage the roots to grow down. So we'll give those a good water. If your compost is very, very dry, you'll find that they'll soak up that water really quite quickly. So do double check in about an hour, and if there's no water left and they're still very dry on the top here, then put some more water in. Now make sure that you label them well, because if you've got lots of different varieties, then you won't know which variety and what colour they're supposed to be, and you'll have to then start protecting these from slugs and snails, because as they get bigger and bigger they will get very, very tasty. Well, I'll carry on. As I say, I've got an awful lot to do. I've got space in the greenhouse to put them because I've shifted a load of stuff down to the allotment greenhouse. But as I say, this could take me quite a while. So I'll see you when I'm done. Right, well, I've done quite a lot of the tomatoes. I have done, let me tell you, 12 Golden Sunrise, 4 Jersey Devil Pointed Plum, 23 Caspian Pink, 9 Shirleys and 13 Chocolate Stripes. I have still got lots more to do. Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different varieties left to do, but I need to stop now because we need to have some lunch, because I'm hungry and I'm sure the rest of the family are hungry as well. Well, whatever tomatoes you are sowing this year or growing this year, that's how you pot up all of them. Some of you may well have already potted them up, some of you may be yet to pot them up. Don't pot them up too early. Make sure that they're a good inch to an inch and a half tall before you put them pot them into a 3-inch pot, otherwise they're just not big enough and they won't survive. Well, I will carry on with the tomatoes this afternoon, but yes, it's going to take me a long time, and now I'm potting up the tomatoes. Space in the greenhouse down here is getting quite restricted, shall we say, but I've got a load of cabbages here that will have to go down the allotment, so that's another 4 spaces, but there's an awful lot to do this week, and hopefully I'll get as much of it done as possible. Well, I hope you found what I've shown you interesting, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.